and fostering a culture of collaboration. To tell you more about JoziHub, I'd like to introduce you guys to the founder of Prekel Foundation and the CEO of Prekel, Mr. Gustav Prekel.
Thanks, Gary. Thanks everybody for being here. It's a really amazing evening, and I'm incredibly happy to see this huge turnout. It's really amazing. So, a little bit about why we started JoziHub and the journey that we've gone the last year or so. So, South Africa's got one of the most developed telecommunications industries in Africa, or the most, and we've got more SIM cards than human beings. Yet we all know that we've got also some of the toughest problems of any of the countries in Africa. And mobile and technology is one of the ways that we can solve these really tough problems. And I believe that the only long-term, or maybe the best long-term driver of fixing these problems in South Africa is entrepreneurship. So, as Kalo said, I'm an entrepreneur. I started my first business when I was 22 years old, but I was very lucky that I had an environment and friends and family where I could explore and play with technology to build, sorry, obviously not with microphones, and to create my first company when I was 22 years old. So what we want to do is create that type of space here at the JoziHub where young technologigists can collaborate, where they can build new technologies, where they can build type of solutions, the local solutions that will hopefully help to fix some of the problems we have in South Africa and Africa. So we believe that Joburg is a perfect place to do this. There are a bunch of other hubs in the rest of Africa, and when we started talking about this about a year ago, Colin had the idea first, and we said, why isn't there something like that in Joburg? And I think part of the problem here is that we've got this incredibly fragmented space. There are a lot of technologists, but we don't have a single physical space where people can come together and share and collaborate. But JoziHub is going to be more than this space. Well, it's more than this room, obviously. It's also the room right next door. So in a month's time, we'll be in that space as well. This will be the more public space where we'll have events. But it's also more than just a physical space. It's also a community of technologists, of developers. It's also the support structure around that. So, for instance, the fantastic sponsors, guys like Internet Solutions and Google, the companies that make the tools that will make entrepreneurs build and scale their businesses, the venture capitalists and the angels will help them scale and mentor them. Also the universities, of whom I'm really happy that we've got BITS and UJ representatives here that are right next door. And I think very importantly also government, local government, the provincial government, the national government. We want to help them build some of the solutions that we believe need to be built in this continent. So we believe JoziHub will be a fantastic environment, and our aims are fairly big. We hope to have 2,000 community members of the JoziHub in the very first year, and I'm very happy that there's about, I think, no, maybe not 200, but at least 100 of our first members in this room right now. So I urge you to go to jozihub.org tonight, or exactly on all your smartphones, and finish your registration and become members. And please also go out and speak to other people about the JoziHub to get them to be members. Like I said, our target is 2,000 members in the first year. And then finally, just to say, nothing like this happens without a lot of help and a lot of support from funders, from partners. And I want to have just a couple of words from our funders here. I want to introduce Stephen King from the Media Network, who has been a long, dear friend and also a supporter of the Prekel Foundation over the last couple of years. And they were very gracious in supporting us with a substantial grant. And I would like them to speak a little bit about why they supported the JoziHub and the thinking around that. Thank you.
I'm the dreaded kind of word from your sponsor, so I'll be relatively brief, and hopefully you can get back to some drinks and talking and networking. We're really proud and delighted to be supporting this initiative. At the Media Network, it's really at the kind of core and heart of what we believe in, which is that combination of entrepreneurship, of technology and innovation. And Piero Midian, who's the founder of eBay, who set up the Media Network, kind of truly believes in the kind of power of technology to bring about social change. So one of the things we're really keen to see through these technology hubs in Africa and elsewhere around the world is that this can be an incubation space. It can be a co-creation space, and it can be a place where people can learn, where people can start things, where people can risk, and where people can fail. Because part of that learning process is also about failure as well. So we expect that JoziHub will be a fantastic success, but also that it will also have its failures as well, and that's part of the learning process. So we're really proud to be supporting this, along with a number of other illustrious sponsors. We've supported others, hubs around the world, particularly ones you may be familiar with, the iHub in Nairobi, and also the Co-Creation Hub in Lagos in Nigeria as well. I think through these we've seen real innovation flourish. And as Gustav said, part of that is about the serendipity of people meeting or working together. But part of it is about building a community, having a place where people can experiment and a place where people can learn. So enjoy this space. We want to come back and see it thriving, and we want to come back and see how we can help in the future with some of these initiatives that might be incubated as a result. So thank you and enjoy.
From Johannesburg here, born and bred. Booyah! Isn't that great that we finally have something that's going to compete at level that Cape Town competes at Kenya competes at Nigeria? I'm really proud to be a Joburger tonight. And I think at Google, we're really proud to be part of JoziHub. And I think we're going to be doing some incredibly special stuff. We run a number of initiatives all over Africa, from Ghana to Kenya to Nigeria to Uganda. And you know, it's exciting to see people coming together, creating fantastic ideas and starting to innovate. The internet is growing at a phenomenal pace, and we need to encourage both South Africans and Africans to take advantage of this, learn from each other, and be that next Silicon Valley. I really truly believe the next Bill Gates, Larry Page, is going to be coming out of Africa. And Google's especially proud to be part of this, and to see that we've got Joburgers here, and I guess Cape Townians now have a reason to come visit. But we're especially proud, and thank you very much for coming tonight, and we hope to see more of you guys more often. Don't just sign up and think you're part of it. Come contribute, be part of it, share your knowledge, be involved with our new youth that are going to come through and change Africa. Thank you very much.
Today is a momentous occasion. Really, it's the pinnacle of the last 12 months. Actually, before I joined the Procal Foundation, myself and Gustav started this discussion about filling the void. There was something missing in the greater Joburg area, and we had to do something to fill that gap. And we realized we're more authentic than at 44 Stanley, right next to the biggest universities in the city, right next to academic research facilities, academic hospitals, lots of other upstarts in this area. Where else could we want to go to do a facility like this than to come to 44 Stanley? So we're very happy to say that we've now launched at 44 Stanley JoziHub, and we are looking forward to grow the platform from strength to strength. So we're really honoured as Procal Foundation. This is not a Procal Foundation project. We've merely the people that have incubated this and gave it life. We want to work with yourselves to grow it and to take it to the next level. It's also very important, I've been in the technology space for many years, and I've worked with young people, and I've realized that many people have lots of technology skills, and they all want to be, the next Bill Gates, but they don't always appreciate that you can't only just know the technology, that you need to have a bit more holistic understanding of the world and of people's needs and of how the customer interacts with you. And to just be able to code doesn't mean that you're going to create a great app. So that's what we're saying at the JoziHub. We're going to teach people about coding, but we're also going to give them a more holistic understanding of the fact that there are concepts like market research, there are concepts like target marketing, there are concepts like building your product to meet the needs of the customer. And we also want this not to only be a platform where people come to sit and code. We want them to work with their colleagues in the space and work together and create nice concepts and ideas. We also want this to become the platform to connecting the young entrepreneurs with the individuals that they need in the greater network to be successful. So if this guy's got a great idea, but what he does need is for somebody to open the door for him somewhere, we want this to become the place where we make that linking and make that opportunity a reality. And by all means, we're so thankful for what we've received so far in sponsorship from We Are Network and from Google and from Internet Solutions. But by no means we want to say this is the end of it. We are creating an open environment here for everybody to come and co-create and to co-compete and make sure that we together take the discussion to the next level. And so, this does not exclude, MTN, it doesn't exclude, Vodacom, Apple for that matter, if we can get them to the party, or BlackBerry. They're all welcome to come to the party. We'll make sure that we put the rules in place to make sure that everybody plays nicely in the center. And it most probably easier said than done. In addition to the core funders that made this possible, there has been a lot of hard work and sweat that was actually, committed to this project by a number of partners that made us help us make this a reality. Firstly, I want to thank Venture Solutions. I want to thank Stefan and Fer, that has been instrumental in us putting together the business plan that we gave to our funders to consider for funding, and also that helped us a lot in actually getting this facility up and running. And we need to also thank Kevin and the team at Lemon Decor that have very graciously sponsored all the logos that you've seen here and the magic paint wall that we've got here. Thank you very much, Kevin and your team. We really appreciate that. And we can do the most amazing thing, but we don't get the right person on the day to make it a success. It's just a big flop. So we've got Sam on our team from A Better World Network. Sam is our partner on the PR side and on the event side. And thank you so much, Sam, for bringing everything together to make sure that everybody can enjoy the evening with us. So the last parting comment from my side is your guests again to say thank you for you to be here. We're looking forward to continuing the discussion after this event, and we really want to see that you guys all become active participants in the JoziHub. And the most important concept that I've learned in the 14 months I've been with Breakout Foundation is a concept called minimally viable first iteration. So just to sort of educate everybody, we're trying to get something in place just to give us a minimal set of capabilities. So we can host an event here, we can get a few people sitting here and working here, but what we want is you as a community to work with us and take this opportunity to the next level and tell us where you believe we should take it and what the needs are that we need to fulfill in this specific space. So again, all I can say is thank you very much and have a great evening. Thank you.
So we have Craig Massive on the decks later tonight to kick off the entertainment. Before we get to that, we're going to invite Gustav back on the stage to just close off the speeches and also just to thank everyone.